Thank you for staying with us here on the program. Let's bring you some information and news coming with the PDP congresses across the nation. Well, the PDP Reform Group is asking the party's Reconciliation Committee to enlarge its reconciliatory efforts to aggrieved members. The group today also requests that all former members of the National Working Committee of the party who handled the affairs of the party during the last elections to resign.
The bedrock of our democracy in the PDP is power to the people. Let the people choose their leaders in free, fair, and credible elections. We hate any manipulation and rigging of elections in any form. If the PDP is to be revived and remobilized for electoral victory by the grace of God, we must return to these wonderful principles of power to the people. We received painful reports of the poor and shamelessly undemocratic practices during the recently concluded party congresses in several states. After the shocking results of the last general election in 2015, we had hoped that our leaders would have learned the serious lessons to make them resolve never again to impose candidates, never again to practice impunity, never again to rig party elections, never again to take the people for granted. And yet, we find ourselves in our very eyes returning to even worse things within our party. I put it to you that if you are sincere and did the right thing to do for the northern states of our party, the 3 zones, by the grace of God, to produce the next presidential candidate of our party, then now leaders that are sincere and straight and men and women of honor should insist that the South should produce the next national chairman of our party.
Among such groups are self-styled elders and stakeholders, led by Professor Jerry Gana. I have seen him sweating on the television, playing around with language, saying nothing at the end of the day. But I want to specifically say that we kept sealed lips about some of the activities of this man, believing that we could still find a rendezvous at which we could work together for the progress of the PDP. I must say, and we are witnesses to the effect that this is one character that attempts to play one role or the other in every government since the time of the military. Perhaps there is something people may have noticed in him that attract governments to patronize him. But given his recent actions, I don't think there is much from this man that could help or could add value to the repositioning of the PDP. They seem to forget that their generation is no longer relevant.
Then you can see some party chieftains in the PDP talking about reconciling the party. Let's quickly look at what is happening in Kwara State, where 2 factional chairmen have emerged at the State Congress of the People's Democratic Party in the state, with which claiming to be recognized by the national body, while the Iyola Oyedepo-led executive claimed that all the outgoing executive members were returned unopposed. The Sunday Fagbemi, on the other hand, in the Kwara State-led executive, claimed that 5 out of the 7 members electoral body supervised his emergence and warned the Oyedepo faction to stop parading themselves as leaders of the party in the state. So many controversies generating in the PDP concerning the Congress that is taking place. Let me give you an update of what is happening in the Southwest Zona Congress. This is a court order that we are receiving right here on Channels Television, that a court in Lagos, Federal High Court in Lagos, has restrained the party and its officers from going ahead with the Zona Congress scheduled to hold on Saturday, May 14, 2016. The case is filed by the incumbent Zona Secretary of the party, Chief Begba Otemelu, against the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, PDP, its National Chairman, Laji Limodo Sharif, and National Secretary, Professor Wale Oladipo. He is contending that since members of the Zona executive members were elected to serve 4 years tenure, the term will end on the